Hello, this is Samuel from Cult Figures and Films. This is my new YouTube channel. I used to have an old channel, which I'll put a link into the bottom below. But this is a new one I started up to go with my website, which I've been running for about a year or so. Sorry for not for the very good picture quality. I'm recording this off my little iPod Touch, which I used for my last YouTube channel, but it does the job very well, so it shows everything alright. This point of this video is to show my first haul of 2016. Some of the films I got late last year and some of the stuff I got this year as well, and there's other sort of bits I got for Christmas, which I think are film related, which I hope will be interesting to you. Yes, I'll go on with the Arrow Video haul first. I've got quite a number of these Arrow Video films from late last year and Christmas and this month, so I've been very very busy this month getting loads of Arrow films. I'll start off with some of them. I've got about 13 here. I got the first two I got from an Arrow Video sale. They did Christmas about 2 or 3 weeks. This is Black Sunday by Mario Bava. This is one of his early films. I've got a number of Mario Bava films like Leaves from the Devil, and the other one I've got over there is Baron Blood, and I've got Black Sabbath. So I've got Black Sundays on. Still been up a collection of Mario Bava films. I haven't seen any of them yet, but I know they're meant to be very good Italian horror films, and this one's got Barbara Steele in it, one of his most famous, and it's a very gothic horror film, so big fan of that, and very keen to try this one out. I'm a big fan of Arrow Video's spaghetti westerns they release. I haven't got many of them. I released a handful of them. Only one I've got is The Day of Anger, but this one I've been on my wanting this for a while and it appeared in the sale. I thought, yeah, I had to get it. This is the French film Cemetery Without Crosses with Robert Hossein. I may have butchered that pronunciation, but Robert Hossein appeared in one of my favourite films, Rafifi, as the villain, and this way he directs the film and acts as the lead role. It's meant to be very very good, quite dark. French Western film. I don't really see many French Western films, so I'm very very keen to watch this one. I've heard nothing but great things about this. More Arrow Video sales stuff. I'll get that stuff sorted first, and we'll go through the other stuff I bought, so just bear with me a second here. No. Yeah. Okay, haven't got all that many Arrow Video sale items. A lot of stuff I got for Christmas and post-Christmas, so busy. Rightio. Okay, I'll go off with Stanley Kubrick's The Killing and The Killer's Kiss, which is 2 films by Stanley Kubrick. The Killing is one of his most famous one of his few noir films he directed, and The Killer's Kiss is a sort of short film he did. Haven't watched either of these, but I've heard great things about them. Been umming for ages and ages. This was released when together, and I finally bit the bullet and picked it up. Very very keen to watch this. I'm a big fan of noirs. Comes with packed with special features, as you expect many Arrow Video and Arrow Academy releases to do. Now this is one I've wanted for a while. I've got two other of Jack Hill's films, which are Coffee and Foxy Brown. Haven't got Pit Stop yet or Spider Baby, but when this was the latest release they did of his, it's just the Swinging Cheerleaders. This is a sort of a very low sort of budget sort of B movie. Cult classic film, which I was very interested in quite a lot, and came with loads of special features. So I thought this is a lot different from the usual Arrow Review output, which is mostly a horror film or Italian horror film. So I do like picking up the other stuff they do, like the cult film stuff like this. I really do enjoy as well. Pick up a wide variety of Arrow releases, and there is a wide variety in this video, I can assure you. Another one I got in the sale was Who Dares Wins, The Wild Geese. I've got Who Dares Win by the same producer, which is Ellen Lloyd. I really enjoyed Who Dares Wins, and I watched a documentary on that about Ellen Lloyd, and he did this film. So I was, after watching the documentary, went to the sale and picked this up. I do love the artwork by Graham Humphreys, and again, I should note most of the artwork on these videos. The artwork is done by Graham Humphreys. He's fantastic, but very very happy to have this. We'll watch this sometime as well. Now onto the sales stuff. I pick up the sales stuff I picked up this year and late last year and Christmas. I picked up most recent acquisition, which is Bring the Head of Alfredo Garcia by Sam Peckinpah. I'm a big fan of Sam Peckinpah. When they announced that film, that Arrow Video releasing, I couldn't quite believe it. They were releasing a Sam Peckinpah film. I've only seen a handful of Sam Peckinpah's films. Pat Garrett, is it Pat Garrett? I forgot. Pat Garrett sang with James Coburn and Chris Cofferson. I've forgot his name. I've also seen The Wild Bunch, which I'm a really big fan of, and Across the Line, which is my favourite World War II film. And so getting an Arrow Video release of a Sam Peckinpah film was great. I have heard great things about this. One thing I really wanted this was not just the film or the cover art, which is great, which I both really enjoy, and I know I'm going to enjoy the film. But as the extras, it comes with like this is a limited edition version, so it comes with loads and loads of interviews with people who work with Sam Peckinpah, actors, writers, everyone else. Kind of loads of bonus features, a lot more than the standard release would. So that was my main reason to get this, and not only just because I'm a big fan. Well, a lot because I'm a big fan of Bloody Sam. So really, really happy to have this. These are the ones I picked up. This one picked up like last year as well, which I was very keen to release. So once they announced it, was Cohen and Tate. I love my thrillers. I really do love thrillers, especially sort of older school thrillers, and this fitted the bill. The premise. I've heard great. Well, the premise was. I mean, the premise got me hooked into what to get in it, and also the actors in it were very good. And plus, I just love thrillers in general. I don't release many thrillers, so very, very happy to have this. It's done by Eric Red, who also wrote the original The Hitcher, which I hope Arrow get the acquisition rights to release things. I'd really like to get that as well, but I'm looking forward to watching this. I love my pulpy thrillers, and this fits the bill perfectly, and I love the cover art as well. I've seen the Arrow video story, and it just sold me even more watching it. Really looking forward to this. Another one I got, this is quite an old Arrow video release. I was pleased as punched when they were announcing they're going to re-release it, because the original only had about 1,000 copies, and loads of them sold out, and you had to pay for scalper prices. The two films that were 1,000 copies each were Hell Comes to Frogtown and Hellgate. Never really interested in Hellgate, but Hell Comes to Frogtown and Hell Yeah, I really wanted. And when Arrow announced the re-release, I jumped for joy, and really, really looking forward to watching this. As a really, really B movie starring Roddy McDowall, who was also in They Live. It's also Roddy Piper, the wrestler. Not Roddy McDowall, sorry, Roddy Piper. Sorry, getting confused here. No, the first I've been writing raving a bit about things. Sometimes I may forget things, but I'll try and correct myself. But it's got Roddy Piper as the last fertile man in the world, having to save women from frogmen. So it would be a very cult film. Very looking forward to it. And plus, what really sold me is the artwork. I do like the artwork. Here's the artwork by Jeff Zorno. He's a very, very good artist. I do love these sort of old school VHS sort of style posters. I love these posters. That's one of the big hook for me as well, is the artwork. Not just the film itself, but the artwork's a big hook. This one I got for Christmas from a friend. I really want to watch this. I haven't watched any Ozploitation films yet, but so the genre I'm really interested in. And this is one that was on the Arrowdrome label for Arrow Video, released it on Blu-ray just late last year. It's Dead End Driving. I would love to watch some Ozploitation. I think this is a great start, and it's directed by Brian Trenchard Smith, who's been hailed as one of the best Ozploitation directors with many films which Arrow have listed back here, which they may release in the future. So who knows? Really looking forward to this. I do love Australian films. I haven't seen many Australian films, but I do really enjoy them. And this one, I'm really looking forward to this. The trailer looked great as well. Packed extras. I love my neon lit 80s films as well. So looking forward to that. This one they did recently. Arrow Video released in stores in Sainsbury's for £8 each. I think it's £8 each to do a range of Arrow films. These are the two I picked up. This quite an old release, the Delta Force, with Cannon films. I'm a big fan of Cannon films, especially the Arrow Video output. I've also got on my shelf Runaway Train, which I really like, Life Force, which is one of my favourites, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and I forgot the name, and The Last American Virgin is another one I've got. But this is another one on the Canon release by Arrow, and I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't really seen any Chuck Norris films, but I do like the supporting cast, and you've got like the likes of Robert Vaughn, George Kennedy, and among the others appearing in this film. It's quite a long film as well. I haven't really seen Chuck Norris films, so this will be my first Chuck Norris film. I'm not too sure if I'm into his films, but I'll give this one a try. Plus, it's one release I've wanted for a while. To get dirt cheap from Sainsbury's is great. Also, I got to a booklet as well, which is very, very nice. And this is one I picked up. This is a recent release. This is Donnie Darko. This is just the theatrical cut. And there's a director's cut. There's a special edition for about 30 minutes you get from HMV, which has got the theatrical cut and the director's cut with more special features. But I just signed up for this because I'm a bit of a fan of the theatrical cut. I may pick up the other version in future. Depends on if it goes at price or stays the same price. I may pick it up. But really, really happy to have. And I do love the artwork as well. That clinches the deal sometimes. Now these three are. This is another one. It's on a pre-order from Arrow along with what's it called? Bringing Head Alfredo Garcia was The Guyver, directed by Screw Mad George. I've got the other director's name, directed by Ruffin, but I've got the other films they worked on, which is Bride and Reanimator, which I haven't watched yet, and Society, which I'm a really big fan of. So I'm very keen to see this one. Well, because I watched Good Bad Flicks video review of it some time ago. Sort of forgot about when they released it. I thought, oh, The Guyver. I remember that one. Really enjoyed Good Bad Flicks review, so I thought I'd give it a shot on when Arrow Video released it on Blu-ray. So very happy to have it, and it's a very unique film compared to the sort of slasher stuff they release. I do love it, but I do like when they release less or stuff outside the horror genre as well. So looking forward to this, and the special effects in this are meant to be great for its time, and it's got a post Star Wars Mark Hamill in it as well. So looking forward to watching this at some time. This one of the most recent ones I bought from HMV was The Burning. I was wanted to get the Steelbook, but thought it was not really interested in it, so I waited till they released it on the standard edition. I don't know when it was released, late last year or this year, I can't really remember, but I wouldn't get my hands on it, and I think I'm very, very happy with this. I do absolutely love the artwork for this, The Burning. I've never seen it. I've heard this is a great slasher film, one of the early slashers from the 80s and one of the best ones. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about it, so I'm very, very keen to watch it. And for getting £13 from HMV is a great thing. Also, note in the HMV, if you see, when they initially released some Arrow Video films, they have them for £13 rather than £15, so best clinch them in early before they may increase the price. They haven't of late, but £13 is a very, very good price. You get both the DVD and Blu-ray, loads of special features, so can't wait to watch this at some time. This is the final one for this Arrow Video haul. I've got some other goodies to show in a minute, but this is one was really, really one of the last year when I announced it. A film by Joe Dante. Probably can see what it is, but it's sort of a comedy. It's a comedy. I think it would be a comedy film. I think it's a love letter to 50s and 60s B movies about a film producer played by the brilliant John Goodman. Using a gimmick like because during the Cold War, uses a film sort of at the height of the Cold War. I'll read the. Hold on. Yeah, it's about set to the premiere around from the Cuban Missile Crisis. Him sort of promoting the film around the Cuban Missile Crisis to promote the film, and still seem to get quite a lot. It's meant to be very, very good. I'm not sure if I'm describing it properly there, but I'm very, very excited to see this. And I do love Joe Dante, so to get a new Joe Dante film released by Arrow Video is great, and I've heard nothing but great things about the film, so very, very, very keen to watch this, and I do love the artwork by Graham Humphreys. Brilliant stuff, and I'm a big fan of John Goodman. I haven't seen many of his films, and that's crying shame. That's one thing I'm looking to correct. Anyway, that's all the Arrow Video films, but I have some other good, 3 more goodies to show you. One before we got Christmas last year, and 2 I got for Christmas. I'm going to show you the things first. These are very special Christmas. I'm not sure if I can get a good shot of this in general, but this is late last year. I went to an expo in Reading, and to my surprise, Paul Shipper, one of my favourite film poster artists, was there and selling art prints for £5. My friend kindly got me a tour of one I knew about, one which is a complete surprise, and they're both signed by Paul Shipper himself. You can see this is a Mad Max poster. He signed it there. Yeah, you can't really see it. Signed it there. I mean, it's Mad Max. Really like the film Mad Max. These are both. Should note these are both from Scream Factory releases. I haven't got any of these films yet, but I would love to get them, especially the other one I'll show you. But I'm a big fan of Mad Max, so really, really happy to have this poster. This is absolutely awesome. I'd love to see him at an expo again and have a chat with him and get some more of his artwork. Really love his work. I would love to have these framed. Really would. The other one is my favourite film. If you know how much I'm a fan of Bruce Campbell and the Evil Dead films, but the Scream Factory release last year is great. I'd love to get it myself. I'm still looking to get it, but I'm very, very happy. The next best thing, the cover art that Paul Shipper done, blown up into a poster size. I do love the artwork for this. Absolutely love the artwork for the Scream Factory of Army of Darkness. It is a cracking film. If you haven't seen it, it is an absolute riot. It is so funny. I do love it, and it's a as I'm a big fan of the Evil Dead franchise, I really love the film. But also, if you haven't watched it yet, the Ash vs Evil Dead TV series is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Would highly recommend it. So very very happy. This is one I'd love to have framed as well. Love to have, I have quite a lot of artwork that I'd love to have framed. And the final goodie for this one, this is a book I bought last year. I saw it at the BFI Uptown, really loved it. Wanted to get my hands on it. Finally got my hands on it before Christmas last year. This is Movie Posters Reimagined. Now this is a phenomenal book. This is like alternate film posters or like film cover art, or which artists are commissioned to do, be it for a re-release of a film or a Blu-ray, that's from Arrow Screen Factory, or just in general like a sort of limited edition print. This is a fantastic book. I can show you some of the artwork right now. I won't show you quite long, but I'll show you some of my favourite stuff. It's got a lot of artists I know in it who worked at Arrow, like Paul Shipper, Graham Humphreys, and many named a few more, like Sam West and others. So it's very, very good. I'll show off. Hold on, let's have a good one. Let's have a good one here. Just bear with me a second. Okay, let's just show this one. This is two by Gary Pullen. Life Force, which I've got, and also The Incredible Melting Man. Both these Arrow video releases. This is absolutely chock full of artwork. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. My favourite pieces. I shouldn't really show much care, but highly worth getting. If you're a big film fan, you haven't got this book, because of my highest recommendation. This is a great coffee table book. I've got a number of coffee table books now. I may do a video on them in the future, but really love this book. Anyway, that wraps up for this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed my film goodies I have. That I've got last year and this year. There'll be definitely more videos soon, some figure reviews, some more hauls as well. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.